Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for today. Today we're going to play with a bundle from the mini catalogue that's being carried over. The bundle is being, well, the stamp set and dies are being carried over, but the rest of the suite is being retired, and the paper is being retired. So it's a beautiful suite. It's the Fancy Flora suite. So we're going to make a landscape easel card. Don't know if you can see it very well here. There we go. That's a little bit better perhaps. And you can write in there. Most easel cards I've done have been portrait, and I just thought I'd change it up a bit and do a landscape one with this beautiful paper. So we're going to use the stamp set, and it's a two-step stamp set, so that's a little bit not intricate, but it's a little bit more for the avid crafter. So let's flip over to my craft desk. Oh, and I do want to know if people are finding, with my new OBS technology and my webcam, if people are finding that the video is clear. I'd like to know if it's clear when you're re-watching it, because I've adjusted everything. I've done all sorts of things with the camera, and I've just adjusted it to the maximum pixels that I can. So I just would like to know that. If you can put a comment in the comments to let me know if it's nice and clear. It's also got to do with your download and upload speed with your internet as well. As it depends on how clear things are. So that's another factor that factors into it. So I'll just put my light on. There we go. Okay, I've got my water here because I've still got a bit of a frog in my throat. But I think it's finally on the mend. So this is the easel card. So that's what it looks like. So it lies flat, and it's a standard size card, so it goes in a normal size envelope, and then it's just scored halfway like a normal card. So that would be like a normal card, and then this panel, the front panel, scored in half as well, so then it can sit up like this. And then this is like your stopper for the easel, and it's just popped up on dimensionals. So that's the card, and basically it's just showcasing the beautiful paper as well as the stamp set. So I'll put that there. So I shall just find it in the mini catalogue. So it's on page 14 and 15 and 16 and 17, this suite of products. So we're using the two-tone Flora stamp set and dies. So that as a bundle is retiring. So if you wanted to purchase the bundle, you should buy it now before the 2nd of May, because that's a 10% discount. After the 2nd of May, it will be in the annual catalogue, but they will be separate items, so there won't be the 10% discount. And that goes the same with the Something Fancy bundle. Both are carrying over, but not as a bundle. They'll be separate. So the fine shimmer paper is retiring, and it's 20% off. Oh, the pastel gems, they're carrying over. And I think the ribbon is carrying over as well. But the paper, the beautiful Fancy Flora 6x6 Designer Series paper is retiring, and it's not discounted. So if you want that, you need to get it before the 2nd of May. So that's that. So this is the stamp set and dies. So you've got the dies to cut out all the flowers, plus you've got this beautiful detailed die as well. So they're both carrying over, but not in a bundle. And I've got a couple of other stamp sets I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Sentimental Park stamp, Let's Celebrate, and this Celebrating You, which is retiring. I'm going to use that Happy Birthday. So let's have a look at what we need. So we just need a normal A5 card base, a piece of contrasting cardstock, depending on your designer series paper. So this card I've used Balmy Blue and Night of Navy to coordinate with the paper, and this one I'm using Orchid Oasis and Fresh Freesia. So cardstock 11 centimeters by 8.5, designer series paper 10.5 by 8 centimeters, a panel of basic white 14.4 by 5.5, and a strip of contrasting cardstock 14.4 by 4 by 2.3 centimeters, and this one is a strip of designer series paper 14.9 by 2 centimeters, and then a little die cut to become your stopper on the easel, and just some scrap paper for our stamping of the flowers and the leaves. So that's everything you need. That's all the dimensions there. If you want to take a screenshot or write them down, I can hold them up a bit closer. So that's the cardstock and the designer series paper dimensions. These are the two little strips. Cardstock and designer series paper. That's not being shown very well. There we go, that's a bit better. That's where we're going to write on. That's the panel to write on. And then this is our card base, scored at 10.5 centimeters and 15.7 centimeters. Okay, so we'll put all that to one side, and we might stamp our flowers first. So I've got my little scraps here, and I need to get a block out, or a couple of blocks. And Rosie's having a little bark. We've got the soccer season started up again across the road, so she always barks when people are coming back to their cars. Little sweetheart. Okay, so let me just get what we need, and we can stamp everything up. Whoopsie. There we go. So we need one of those, and we need one of those. I'm also going to use this little flower. I'll put that over there, and I'm going to use this leaf. Okay, so I might need another block for the leaf. That's a, is that going to work on that block? Probably not. I might have to use one of the ones I'm already using. Okay, so let's do our flowers first. So I'm going to stamp with the two-step stamps. I find it's easier to stamp this image first and then come over the top with the solid image. That's just me personally, but that's how I find it easier to do. So this is the, it's not really the outline, but the detailed part. I'm just going to press that in a bit, just because it was coming off the block a bit. So I want two of these, and I'm going to close that up and clear my stamp. So I don't actually own this stamp set. I've borrowed this from my upline. So it's good when you can do that, because then you don't have to sort of outlay everything. She borrowed one from me recently as well, so we've sort of been borrowing from each other a bit lately, and that helps each other out. Oops. Now that's just photopolymer. Photopolymer does stain, especially when you use a darker colour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up, see these little stamen up here? I'm going to line them up with the stamen on this image. So I'll try not to get my head to come in, but it's a bit tricky because I'm trying to line them up. I'm just going to, got to keep it down close to me because it is a bit tricky. Okay. And I should have my stamp, the piercing mat underneath me. But that looks alright. And you can see how, because I've lined the stamen up, I've still got them white. I didn't get colour into the stamen. Can you see how the two-step works? Now let me grab my paper piercing mat. Because they do recommend you have like something like this underneath photopolymer stamps. So once again, I'm going to try and line up my stamen without getting my head coming in. That's the challenge. See how I went. Fingers crossed. Not too bad. So there are two larger flowers. And I just find it easier, as I said, to do the detailed stamp first and then come over with the solid stamp. That's just me personally. I don't know if everybody is the same, but that's me. So let me clean that one up. And I shall put that back. Okay. Oops, didn't get that back in. I want to get it back in the right spot. There we go. Okay, so now we've got, once again, we've got these little ones. Now, I'm not sure if this paper is going to be the right colour. I've done pale papaya and calypso coral for this flower, and I'm not sure if this paper is going to lend itself to those colours. So let's just have a little look. So I'm going to do the darker one first, the calypso coral first in the detailed flower. And we just need one of these. So I'll do one down here. I've been busy all day today, going through all my retired stamp sets and listing them on a Facebook group. So I think I've listed about 47 stamps and dies, and I'm just waiting to see if my album has been approved. I hope it has. So once again, I'm going to try and line up these little stamen in the middle, the dots in the middle, with the dots down here. And I'll try not to bring my head in. So I'm just got to work out where those dots line up. I think that's it. That's pretty good. But does it match this paper? That's what I'm wondering. It's not really. It's a bit orangey, isn't it? I'm wondering what other combination I could use. I could use petal pink. Let's just have a little bit of a play. Because I just don't think it matches that paper. So let me grab this flower back. Now that's going to be the pale one. I wonder if Flirty Flamingo would be better for the darker one, for the detailed one. Let's have a little go. That's Flirty Flamingo. And I'll grab this one. Now these colours aren't in the paper pack, it's not mentioned on the paper pack, but there are other colours in the paper than what's listed. So I'm just going to try and line up the little dots without my head coming in. See how I go. Oh, sorry if my head's coming in. There we go. Not too bad. I think that's a better colour combination with this paper. Don't you? Where are we? I think it is. Okay. We'll go with that. I'll put those ones back. Pale papaya, calypso coral, we don't need that. Okay. So that's the flowers stamped. And I want to also stamp the leaf. So I'm going to use Retiring Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent while I can, because they are a couple of my favourite greens, and I am a bit sad they're retiring. But you know, we have to get over ourselves, don't we? Okay, I can put one onto here. And this is just stamping straight on. There's no two-step with this one. Now I think I need 2 of these. I'll just go this way and then I'll get more out of them. So that's 2 soft succulents and 2 evening evergreens. Oh, that's going to be too close to the, so we'll just do that. That will cut off with the die, and I'll do one on here if it fits. Does it fit? Ooh. There we go. Now I shall get rid of my paper piecing mat, and I shall clean my stamp off. I always like to clean my stamps straight away, especially when I've borrowed the stamp set, because I know you can't help photopolymer staining, but I don't like sending back a stamp set that's stained because of me. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my cut emboss machine. I'm going to go with the larger one purely because I can lay, I can put more on the platform. There we go. I can lay more things onto the platform. Okay, let's get these dies out. And we need a big one. There we go. And I'm just going to use my tape to hold it down so it doesn't move. And I need, just looking at which one I need. I definitely need the leaf. I think it's that one. We'll soon know. We want to cut out this one. Yes, that looks about right. So I shall put that there, and we can cut this leaf out. There we go. And we put our top plate on and wind that through. Oh, that moved. I'm glad I saw that. It takes forever to take photographs of your retired things, and then you've got to write on them. Like, I edit the photos and I write on them saying what's what, like what it is and the price I want for it. Oh my goodness, it's taken me all day. Okay, so we'll bring this one back in because we want to cut out the other big flower and make sure it doesn't move. I won't worry about that one because that's not the colour we want. Oh, noisy car. There we go, that's that. And now I've got my other leaves I've got to cut out. Okay, so we'll do the another soft succulent one. So all these dies do fit through the small cut emboss machine, but because I'm doing multiples, I just find it easier to use my big one. Sometimes I find the bigger platform is a little bit easier for me, and I like to do things the easiest way for me. But they all these dies, as I said, do fit through the small cut emboss machine. So if you had only had the small cut emboss machine, you would be fine. Okay, one more. Get off. Hubby and I are going down to NIDA tomorrow night to see Olivia perform. She's been, prior to her wedding, she's been rehearsing every Sunday with Laredo Malcolm. And he has a small contemporary company. And he postponed the performance until she got back from her honeymoon. So that was nice. And yes, so there's a performance tomorrow night, Monday night, and a performance Tuesday night. So we're going down tomorrow night to watch her perform. So that'll be lovely. COVID and all the lockdown certainly put a stop to any performing arts over the last few years, so it'll be nice to see her perform again. Okay, I'll just get rid of all my little measurements. I'll keep that one on there in case I think that's a stamping one. Okay, so I'm just going to get my bone folder and score that, and then this one is going to come back on itself. So it's going to look like that. That's what you're wanting it to look like. Okay, so we've got that sorted. So why don't we do layering? So this is quite a simple fun fold or fancy fold easel cards. There's just a little bit more cutting out involved in them. Sorry, I keep getting this frog in my throat. There we go. Just noticed I had some glue spurtage. We don't want glue spurtage. Okay, so that's that. I'm pretty sure that's okay. So now I want to put that here. So I'm going to put it like that. and apply my glue to the bottom half. And then just attach it like so, just eyeballing it. Yeah, that's good. I didn't go over the, because you don't want glue on the back here, because that's going to be upright. And you don't want that. I've got a bit of tissue caught down here, so get off. Okay. Now I've got another piece of designer series paper, same piece. I'm going to put it, I'll use my grid paper to help me with this, and I'm going to put it something like that. Yes. So I need glue on the back of that. So I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to go 3 squares up. That's not what I wanted to do, is it? Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'll just mop that up. Now that should be the same size of your card base. If it's a little bit, mine's just a fraction longer, I'm just going to trim it down with my paper snips. There we go. So we've got that. Now, next thing we need to do is stamp on this, and maybe stamp on that. We could attach this now. This is going to go in here, like so. So we'll attach that. And I'm just going to put it up with my standard border. Is that envision? Let me look. I'll bring it down a bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got that there. And see, this is going to go here. But we need to stamp, and I think we will stamp in the I'm not sure if I've got my colour scheme right here, but I have used colours that are in the suite. So it's Freesia, Orchid Oasis. Anyway, it's all good. Okay, so now I thought, because the paper is more empty on this side, I thought we'd put our flowers over here. So therefore I'm going to want my sentiment over this side. So let's, not sure about those colours, not to worry. Let's do Let's Celebrate. And this is Orchid Oasis. It looks alright there. Not sure. See, there is Fresh Freesia up there. I'm liking my navy one. See, I try to branch out from my normal colours, and it backfires on me. Okay, so this one's the one that's retiring. Celebrate You. And I could tell you if it's discounted. I will do that in a second. I'm just got to see what we're up to here. Oh, that's alright. Now let's make sure we get this right. Pretty good. Let's have a look. This is a great sentiment stamp set, so let me have a look and see if it's discounted. Celebrate You. Page 17. No, it's just retiring. It is $42 and it's a really good sentiment stamp set. You've got a Mother's Day, you've got a Father's Day, you've got a birthday and anniversary, you've got an Easter, you've got a baby one, welcome little one, and you've got like a wedding one, wishing you a happily ever after, plus these other ones in here. It's a really good sentiment one. Okay, so let's put this on. And I'm just going to put it across like so. Move it up a bit. Up. Yep, that's okay. And now we've got our flowers. So we've got our flowers, which I think I shall do on dimensionals. Didn't cut this one out very well, but that's okay. Now I'll put that one down there. And then, how about we put our flowers up first? And I'll put them all up on dimensionals. And I'm putting my dimensionals in the middle so that I can tuck the foliage, the leaves, in underneath. Oh, needing another sheet of dimensionals. And this one, there we go. So we'll put that down there, and now we'll just work out where we want our foliage. We can put one there. Put another one there. And we don't have to use 4 if we don't want to, if it's a bit much. And I can cut them down too. So let's get our glue dots, and I think this one's better, cut out better. So I'm just going to poke this one in here. And this one can go in here. Under here. There we go. Wonder if it's that one. I'll put some more underneath it when I'm finished. And I'm just thinking, let's just have a little look. I think I put my flowers further up. I did. Okay, let's pull these out and see if we can relocate our flowers. It's okay. Ah! It's all right. Let's get the scissors out and see how we go. That's better. And this little eraser is the best thing to get rid of your dimensionals when you've put something in the wrong spot. Okay, so that's that. Right, let me just grab another sheet of dimensionals. So I want the full ones. Okay, Let's try again and put our flowers up a little bit higher and not ruin it. Okay, so we're going to put one up there and we'll get them off this. See, there's no mistakes. It's just creative moments. Even the car outside thinks so too. There we go. And we'll put some. Nobody's going to see that. That's the bonus. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Or maybe I should do my greenery first. How about we put, should we put a dark greenery under there? I think so. Let's do another glue dot. And that will cover up anything that needs covering up. There we go. And another glue dot. And we might stick this one over here. And now this is where on this one I cut my foliage down a little bit. I went in here and around here and I just cut those off. And that can go there. And then this one doesn't need cutting down, I don't feel. It can go in up under here. And then we've got this little one. There we go. Oh, where's my new sheet? Here they are. And we can put that maybe here. There we go. And if we want to go back, we can go back and put, get off, and put my glue on, lid on my glue. And we can go back and put some more glue dots if we want to secure our foliage a little bit better. So we can put one under there, stick that down. Under there. It's good how you can go back and tweak things. There we go. That's looking promising. I'm liking that. Okay. Now we've got our sentiment. And we're just going to pop that up on dimensionals. And oh, hang on, just got to get our little bits of pieces out. I didn't dye brush them out, so I'll just pop them out. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of put that peak there, sort of halfway on the designer series paper. That looks pretty good. And that becomes our stopper. Now, if you want to, you can cut down. Where's I can put a little tiny dimensional under here, and that just makes it a little bit more stable as well. So then we need some bling. I'll use the pastel gems, seeing that that's what's in the suite. I won't use the balmy blue. I won't use the Calypso color. I'll use these ones. I think they're meant to be gold, but I think they're clear, quite frankly. I don't think they're gold. Okay, so although I've only got large ones of those left, let's go to these ones. I'll use a large one here, and I'll use a small one, and maybe I'll use another large one and pop it there. So that's our card. Got a bit of a mess here from me hacking into things. Let's get rid of the mess. So that's our easel card. I think the colours work. I mean, they should, because they are the colours from the paper pack. So I haven't gone sort of strange on colours. I've used colours that are in the paper pack. So that's our easel card, and then you can write up here, write your greeting up there, and it sits flat and goes in a normal envelope. So there you have a landscape easel card. I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope I haven't put you off by making a few mistakes. Whoopsie. So let's go back to, there we go. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that easel card. It's just a bit of fun, a little bit different, and it just helps to showcase the beautiful designer series paper that we've got. So have a great week, everyone. I will be back on Wednesday night for my Wednesday night Facebook Live. But between now and then, I hope you have a great Monday and Tuesday. And I'll see you on Wednesday evening. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.